Well, hello Scorpio, this is Joe, and I have a spirit message for you for the month of May 2020. I know we've already started May, and I'm a little behind, so I'm going to get done what I can get done for all the signs. What I've done is, normally I'll do a meditation, and I'll spend about an hour in meditation, and I will try and pull in the predominant messages that I get, and I will convey those messages. Usually I'll write them down and take notes after my meditation. And so I did have quite a few interesting messages that came out for Scorpio. And after the end of this, I'll do some maybe tarot cards. We'll see what happens. But before I start, you'll know this is for you because you'll just know it. You'll resonate with this, and it will fit with you. And some of this might be something that may not make sense to you right now, but it will later on in the month. So keep that in mind. Also, if you've been emailing me, I've received a lot of emails. I appreciate that. Yes, I do readings, personal readings, but right now I am a little backed up, so I will respond as soon as I can to those, and I can put you on a list if that's what you want. And with that said, I'm going to tell you about the predominant theme that kind of came through for me. But I do want to point out that some of this is not all one message. Some of this is individual, kind of broken up into different pieces, and so some of this might not make sense for you, while some of it will. Now, also, if I'm looking down, I'm looking at some of the notes so I don't forget anything that came through. So Scorpio, the big thing for you in May, it's all about opportunity. Now, the big theme that came through to me was challenge accepted. Now, whether or not you've been challenged by somebody to do something, I don't think that's what this is. I think this is more about you challenging yourself to step up and go after something. I think this is something that's already in play, and but there's kind of a twist to this, because things aren't going to really pan out the way you wanted them to, but that's for a reason, because there's kind of this idea of some opportunities that come through that probably are opportunities you would initially just turn down and not consider. However, the messages coming through were to keep an open mind, to not immediately turn any opportunity down that comes your way. There are some things coming your way, and some of these might not make sense at first to you. These could be about work and work relationships, and anything in between, as far as finances, and any type of partnerships, things like that. And some of these things that will probably come your way in the month of May would initially kind of make you go, I'm not interested. But if there's something you have recently turned down, think about it a little bit more, and just, don't be too quick to turn it down. Take a second look at it, because this isn't about the opportunity itself. This is more about the opportunity that leads to a different opportunity. And so there's kind of a series or a chain of events in something here that is going to work out for you in some kind of serendipitous way, serendipity, if you will. So this is what kind of leads you to this place of things working out kind of the way you want it to, but I think in a much different and better way. Second, I want to point out there's going to be a bit of a weird moment for you this month, and you might call it a deja vu or something like that, but you are going to come into contact with someone or meet someone, and you're going to really feel like you know them, you met them before, and you really didn't. So there's something about this that you can't shake. But this is for a reason, because this person is going to see some kind of vulnerability in you, or you have this part of you that's a little bit vulnerable, and they see that vulnerability, and it's going to kind of make them present something to you that you take advantage of in a good way. And it's because of that bit of vulnerability that you have with this person. It's going to help take you up to the next level in a way, or lead you on a path to take you to the next level with your finances, your work, your money, your material world, the things that are important to you in that aspect. So it's going to lead to some kind of advancement for you. It's going to be a bit of an uphill climb. It's going to sometimes feel like you're running out of breath, but this is really a good thing because it's about getting to that destination and putting in a little bit of work, and it's going to actually work out, I think, pretty good for you. The other message I get coming through is to work with nature, to spend some time in nature, maybe plant a garden, grow some plants, spend some time outdoors in your own personal space and kind of make it your own. That's the other message I get, because there's a bit of grounding that comes through with this, and there's a bit of nurturing something outside of you that isn't another person. And so there's this aspect of connection with nature and connecting to the earth and becoming more grounded, and it's going to help you with just having a little bit of peace, maybe taking away some anxiety. It's going to help you to spend time getting some clarity on things, and I think that's an important aspect for you this month. Also, and I apologize, I'm wearing a hat because I can't get a haircut right now, you know, so my hair is crazy. Anyway, with that said, there's another message came through. There's someone from your childhood that you, at one time in your life when you were younger, you called mom, and this isn't your real mother, but it's just somebody that was like a mother to you. And there's somebody, whoever this is, this person, there's something you can do for them, or something that you may need to do for this person. They need your help, and this is saying, if this makes sense, you'll know it's actually something probably very specific, a message for one or two people maybe. But anyway, second part of this message here that I have, or the third part, is this is also about, for some of you, this is about a clean slate, and this might be a clean slate you tried to accomplish some time ago, and maybe you didn't have people taking you seriously because maybe this is something, a bit of a rough time you went through in the past, and every time you tried to get that fresh start, that clean slate, there's always a bump in the road, and that bump in the road kind of left you having another goof up or something like that. So there's just some kind of element of people finally taking you seriously because they see that this is a new part of you that is serious about making some changes in your life. And so it's going to bring you like a bit of, it's going to be a little bit refreshing for you to feel like you are reconnecting with some people that maybe have been kind of bumpy and rough in the past. They're going to see all your efforts. So if you've been through some kind of rough, dark patch over the last few years, last several months, or whatever it is, and you've been really working hard to have a turnaround, it's finally going to get recognized. You're going to get some recognition out of that, and it's actually going to build you up, and it's going to be a very positive thing for you. So you get that recognition out of that. So with that said, those are the messages that came through in meditation. I'm going to pull a couple tarot cards, and we'll just see. These are intended just to be a real quick kind of message for the sign of Scorpio. It's not anything overly specific, and this is not going to be a full-on tarot spread either. I'm just going to pull some cards out of maybe a different deck or two and just see what we are working with here. And you have the Knight of Pentacles, and so we did talk about early on, there's this opportunity that leads to this opportunity, and I think this is what this is kind of representing. The Knight of Pentacles here is, it's not like a fast-moving type of feeling. There is a deliberate but kind of slow movement in this, and so that's when I said it's about the opportunity that leads to the ultimate opportunity. And so this is a reflection of that Knight of Pentacles, and it is a reflection of your immediate material world. Also, we have the Page of Cups, and I did talk about that clean slate and people finally giving you some recognition, and people finally seeing that some things in your life have changed for the better, for the positive. If that's you, this Page of Cups is really saying that people are believing in you, and that recognition that brings in heals some old wounds, and it really just brings some things from the past that might have been between you and some people to an end, and there's like this new connection with these people, and it does feel good. But you remember, you might feel like a different person too now that you've been through some things and you made some changes, so you might not be immediately comfortable with this, but trust it, because that's going to come through for sure. We're going to see what else we get here for you in this spirit message for the month of May, Scorpio. And the Seven of Pentacles, it's all about personal growth for you. This is really about, and you notice how this pentacle is the Seven of Pentacles is represented with something growing in the ground, and I talked about reconnecting with nature, tending a garden, planting some flowers, or whatever it is that you like to do, and nurturing something outside of yourself that is not a human being, and just put your time into nurturing something to watch it grow, to build it up, and to give yourself some time to have some clarity, some time to reflect on things, and some time to take your mind off other things and to focus on that connecting with earth and regrounding yourself. The Seven of Pentacles is not only saying that, but out of that, it's helping you to slow down. And in that slowing down personally a little bit, that's going to bring, it's just going to bring you a little bit of balance. And this is also, the Seven of Pentacles is a bit of a reflection that I spoke about with, it's the opportunity that's leads you to the opportunity, and that's what grows into something. So Scorpio, that's the message I have for you from Tarot. I'm going to pull maybe one or two cards here out of this deck for you, and we'll see what we get, because I feel like there's a message in here too that's relatable to this. And we'll end it with this. Truth be told. Okay, so immediately my first thought is on this idea of reconnecting with some people that you are getting this or gaining this fresh start, and a new start or a clean slate. And there might be some truth things that you need to hear in this, or you might need to speak some things from within that are a part of your truth, your conviction, your moral compass, your belief system. And I think this is really kind of a representation of that, and these relationships, or a relationship that you are going to be reconnecting with, is about being completely transparent with whoever you're dealing with. Being transparent, honest, not brutally honest, because that's not what this is about. This is not about some kind of confrontation, but this is about clearing the air and being transparent, being open, and being honest. And I think really this is a great month for many of you, Scorpio, because it is about some fresh starts, some new starts for you. And it is also about taking the time to slow down so you can look at everything that comes your way and really consider it, because there's some things that, if you allow it to happen, are going to lead you down a slightly different path than what you intended to go down. But this is a good path, because sometimes we find things by accident and they turn out to be some of the best things that we've ever experienced if we allow it. So that's the message for you, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. If it makes sense, if it fits with you, please do me a favor and give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, or subscribe. Leave me some feedback. And with that, I hope you stay safe, healthy, and have a great month of May. I'll be back. I do have some other Scorpio readings to do this month, so I'll see you then. And until then, have a good day.